So I'm just going to do this bit now because there's some bright sun going to come over in a minute. So all these are wired in series. So one is wired to the next, to the next, to the next. And the end connection on that panel there is connected to one of those extension leads that we made, or I'm about to make, and you will see in a moment. And it runs all the way along here and down to the inverter. And so the end panel there, the end connection, again with a short extension lead, comes down to the inverter. So we have a positive and a negative. Yeah, now let's just quickly just go and have a look at this inverter. The screen, just briefly, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the video. There we are, 189, 190, 213. Okay, right, let's crack on. And so I like to solder these. There we go. It's a lot better joint. So let's just zoom out. So that's the narrow one, and the narrow one goes in the female end. So I've already put the seal on. There's the seal, and there's the cable grip. Let's just zoom in a bit. There's the seal, there's the cable grip, there's the thready bit. That's the small diameter end which goes in the female click socket. Let's just check that that is all the way in. Yes, it is. Okay, so the other one, this is the positive, which is the male one, and we've got the larger plug or socket or whatever you want to call it, and again the seal and the cable grip. Now these all have got, there's a bit of solder there, I need to remove that, but they've all got little, just here, they've got little barbs, so that when you pop that in it clicks and it won't come out again. I think I drifted out of shot then, but that's just the cussedness of things. Okay, so we're back to that fits in there, and sometimes they're a bit tricky to install. There we go. Right. I'll do the next one, which is a longer one, and then we'll plug them in. That one goes to that one. Contact. So here's one of the Solace inverters that Lee and myself fixed quite a while ago, and the thing to do, are we in shot? We're in shot. Even though you've got perfect faith in yourself, always check the polarity. Okay, so that's the negative. switch the meter on, and we've got it on the 1000 DC scale. There we go, 205 volts. Okay, and the red is in the positive, so I'm just going to mark that and then we'll plug her in. There you go. I'm assuming that's red. It's definitely not blue or black. Right. So let's just lower the camera a bit. And there we go. And we'll use this back clip. Okay, so now we've got to add the mains there, and we can check that this is all working. So I'll just get the mains socket and lead. So here's the mounting bracket for the Solace, and on those tabs there are some screws which lock it all in place. And then if we come up here, we can see, hopefully, not really, let's try another angle. Well, we're up against a brightish sky at the back, but there are those two horizontal rails that are welded to the frame, and the Solace mounting bracket is bolted to those. Yeah, and of course it's all quite solidly mounted, so therefore the inverter itself on its main supply has an earth to it, and so therefore that effectively earths the frame, as well as the fact that the winding screw and the stability feet are on the ground and they're steel, so there's an earth there as well. So that will do nicely. And if you were at all worried, you can put an extra earth spike in, but I don't think that's necessary. So there we go. I'm just trying to catch this before the wind gets up, but as you've seen, this is in place now, or in a temporary place, and it's working. Of course, it's the middle of, well, it's the 27th now of December, so therefore we're on short days and grey skies, but as we get round to sort of the end of January, start of February, this is really going to make quite a significant contribution. Yeah. There's only one or two bits and pieces that I've noticed, which is typical of design, is just excuse all the pallets there just laid up, because that's moving round for running the pottery kiln. This rail here, that rail there, happens to be virtually directly underneath the end of the panels. So I noticed when it rains, water goes all over this side frame. So I think a sheet of corrugated tin fixed in a sort of haphazard way would just allow the water to run off and not run into all that steel work, because, you know, 5 years down the road it'll be rotten. So that's an improvement to do. I think if I was doing all this lot again, I may very well have more of a bias towards the front, even though, you know, the balance of the weight is at the front. It might be more stable if we had a bit more weight there, but then I can always add some, which looks like what I've done at the moment. They come out the car and just got dumped there, those pallets. But it's working great. It's progress, that's what I call it. Anyway, so this whole video series is just trying to show people what's possible if you really want to do it. Yeah, I know some people need a sort of guide and to show that, okay, you can do this and you can do that, and then you can work it out yourself to the materials you've got. Yeah, and let's hope if you do this sort of thing, yeah, make a comment, do your own video, let's all look at it, because it's all part of a group. As far as I can see, it's part of a group thing to help everybody to reduce their impact. And I'll just waiting for a bit more funding so that we can continue with further solar projects. Cheers for now.